Okay.
Good morning. Topic for my presentation is strategic model. GE9 matrix cell. Actually, experts in management and management groups, they have developed many models so as to understand the present situation of the business, and they have created these models specially to understand not only the situation but to create a path for taking the better decisions in the management. So there are actually many strategic models we can discuss. Next slide. Strategic business models categorized basically into two areas. There are some internal models and there are some external management crisis model. The word management crisis, or sometimes we can call it as crisis management. Right? Crisis management means it is a sequence of certain harmful events which disturb the functioning of the organization, or which hurts or harms the organization actually, and the art of dealing with these disturbing or harmful events is called as crisis management. So internally there are these models. These are very, you can say, SWOT analysis: strength, weakness, opportunities and threat analysis model. And these models, value chain analysis model, which is called as VRIO framework: valuable, rare, inimitable and balanced scorecard analysis. This is that model which is used basically for the internal functioning of the business, or which affects or analyze the present situation of the internal level of the business and help the strategic analyst to take the decision within the organization, or if the decision makers, the decision affects the internal levels only, right? So these decisions affects your internal functioning basically, because the problems are internal and the decision makers take these decisions on the basis of these models and affect within your organization. This is McKinsey-Samis model. These are the internal models which affects the internal functioning of the organization, and we must know that the internal factors which affect the organization, these are controllable, and moreover these factors are like vision, mission, objectives, all the functional areas. These are your internal factors. And external factors are, these are no doubt uncontrollable, and everyone knows that these factors are beyond the control of the business, and the strategic analyst must try to understand the present situation of the business so as to apply these models. The first model is GE McKinsey matrix. This is the topic of my presentation basically. And the next model is BCG, which is called as Boston Consulting Group. Why I am telling you that? Before going for the presentation about the model, we must know the background of the history of these concepts. Porter's 5 forces model. This is the most famous model applied by many of the multinational corporations so as to understand the present scenario of the business and what are the factors which are affecting your business and what are the relevant for the business. These are to be understood. And Porter's general business model. Porter's it's a generic business model. This is also a very important model which is applied by many of the multinational firms so as to understand what are the factors relevant for the business which are affecting the business. And Anzov model, which describes you either to expand the market, contract the market, or either to focus only on the concentration strategies. Right? So the approach, now come to the approach of management crisis. Actually, in a crisis management approach and decision making, one needs to understand about no doubt about the present situation, and the decision makers must try to answer about and must focus to answer about the 3 questions. First is, what is crisis? Means what are the crises actually for the business, or we can say that what is relevant for there can be 9 to 10 factors, there can be 10 to 11 factors, 10 to 12, there can be many other factors present in the market. But what are the relevant factors which are affecting your business? You try to find out. But means at the time, out of 12 factors, there may be only relevant, which may be positively or negatively affect you. It can be 5 only, it can be 6 only, it can be 3 only, but it depends upon your what are the prices. So it needs to understand about what is your present situation basically. Then second question you try to answer in the crisis management is your what should be your business. What should be your business? It means where you are and where you want to be. You must try to fill that gap. If there is any gap, it means there are the chances to grow. This is not a negative gap. The gap says that still there are the chances for you to grow. If I say that I have grown up, it means for me there are no chances to grow. So what should be your business and what should be, or you can say that what will be your state of business. It means that your state of business should be decided. Where you are, where you would be. Where you are, where you would like to be. Means if there is any gap, it must be filled one, and you must try to answer these 3 questions in your crisis management. So the crisis management, the crisis, the word if we say crisis, the crisis basically related with the external factors. Crisis is related with the business external factors, particularly specially related for the market for the company, like market for the company, like it can be related with your products. The crisis can be related with your market of the company, your products of the company, and your services. Got it? So this is the crisis management, which says that the crisis can be related with the market of the company, especially related with the products of the company and the services which are offered by the company. After that, next slide please. Yes, this is the G9 matrix cell model. We must know, first understand the word that is GE. GE stands for General Electric, right? This is the most famous company of the America, and they have commissioned or they consulted the McKinsey and company to guide or to direct them regarding the products, regarding the services, regarding the sum of the product line, and regarding the sum of the business sectors. So the McKinsey developed this 9-cell model especially for the GE. It's a talk of 1970s when the GE were facing some losses regarding the products and the services, and GE faced some of the problems regarding the external business environment, and they hired or they approached the McKinsey and Company of the America so as to develop the model to evaluate their business, to evaluate their product lines, to evaluate their business units so as to run comfortably or to run comfortably their investment. So that we can say that sometimes it is interchangeably called as GE McKinsey approach, but the name is GE, General Electric, right? So sometimes it may be called as GE 9 matrix cell, sometimes it is called as GE McKinsey approach, or many times it is called as General Electric corporate portfolio model, GE business portfolio model, GE multi-factor business portfolio model. There are various names of this model, GE 9 matrix cell, because this model is basically applied not only for the decision makers to take decision. This model is also applied by the corporate units so that to not only to understand the present situation, so as to know the prioritizing the investments, so as to develop the market. Means if there is a question regarding to develop the market, there is a question regarding to prioritize the investment, so that this model is basically used. So we can say that the application of the GE9 matrix cell is on the product line, on the business sector, on the business segment, right? So move to the next slide, please. Yeah. So we must know first, before going into the deep of this model, we must know the objectives of this model. No doubt, the first main objective of this model should be, or it is, to know what is the current situation of the business, where you are, where you would like to be, and if there are any crises, they must be removed, right? And the most important, another objective of this model is to prioritize investment. So what is prioritize? Means there can be many fields for a company to grow, to expand, to diversify, but what is the most important field for you to prioritize is you have to focus on that. To develop growth strategies. Growth strategies are pushed by expansion strategies, its diversification strategies, or sometimes it may be concentration strategies, which we have already discussed later in the topic, the growth strategies. So to decide the business units, the most important concept also comes when you prioritize your investment. It may happen that some of the units may be shut down. You may think to harvest your some of the units. You may think to shut down, or you may close your some of the segments of the market. So sometimes or many times the model helps you to prioritize your investment. The model helps you how to develop the market. The model helps you what is your current situation in the business, what is the current business scenario, and where you are and where you would like to be. Next slide, please. Yeah, this is basically 9-box matrix cell. There are the next slide, please. There are the basically, here we can see there are the 9 cells. The 9 cells tells you about business unit. The business unit means a particular, actually some businesses having maybe only one unit, some businesses having multiple business unit. So the multi-business unit, we use the word corporate. The word corporate. So basically the difficulty is faced by the corporate sector. Which business units are to be expanded? Okay. Which business units are to be diversified? Which business units are to be harvested? And which business product lines to be taken care of? So these are the 9 cells. Here you can see. Here basically, I have told you earlier, the GE9 matrix cell is called as interchangeably called as McKinsey approach. Interchangeably called as, the most important is corporate portfolio analysis model. The most important word used for it is corporate portfolio analysis technique, corporate portfolio analysis model, or business portfolio analysis model, where there are so many businesses which are handled by a single corporate. There is a need felt. According to business scenario, the need is felt where you have to prioritize your investment. So here sometimes it is also called as market attractiveness versus business unit strength model. Getting my point? Sometimes it is interchangeably also called as market attractiveness versus business unit strength model. So we can say that these are the main 2 dimensions on the basis of which the G9 cell matrix, the cells are divided. Here, focus on that. This is a vertical line. On the vertical axis, we are divided. Industry attractiveness, we are divided into 3 areas. There are 3 attributes in which the industry attractiveness is divided. It may be high, it may be medium, it may be low. So we should understand first what is industrial attractiveness. It is sometimes interchangeably called as, I have written, market attractiveness or industrial attractiveness is the same thing. And we must understand what is industry attractiveness means, how hard or easy it will be for a company to understand the current situation of the business, or how easy it will be for the company to expand, or how hard it will be for a company to maintain its competitive position or competitive edge in the market. So this is industry attractiveness. Basically, in a general language, we can focus that, or we can say that industry attractiveness means growth of the industry, growth of the market, higher market share, profitability, and the financial term which is used is return on investment. So it's easy, you can say that industry attractiveness means profitability of the business, growth of the business, and the rate of return is quite high, right? So it can be the market attractiveness, or interchangeably called as industry attractiveness, can be high, it can be medium, or it can be low. Got it? Then comes to the point. On the next dimension, move to the next dimension. This is the horizontal axis. On the horizontal axis, there is the BU. This is the business units. I have told you earlier, the corporate may have many business units. So the strength of the business unit, strength you are getting, the strength means the capability or ability of the business. It can be strong, it can be average, or it can be weak. Weak means your weak points are high in product lines. Your strongest points and weakest points are there, which you can say average. And if you are putting investments high, your efforts are high, we can say that this is a strong. I think it's hardly need to explain this, the strong, average, or weak, high, medium, and low. So you must got it. The business unit strength means it is a core strength of the business. It can be strong, average, or weak. Industry attractiveness means the growth of the market share should be high, return on investment. It can be judged on these three bases. If the growth of market is there, if the market share is there, if the profitability of the business is there, if the rate of return is there, it means the industry attractiveness is high. Got it? Then the most important is to understand there are the three shades I have put in. Not I have put in. Actually, the strategists, the biggest analysts, the biggest experts have put in these three shades. The three shades are called as green shade, these are yellow, and these are red. Now, the green signal says you about to go ahead, right? To go ahead, to move further through expansion strategies, through growth strategies, through diversification strategies. It means you can say that these three green signals indicating you about to grow, to expand, to diversify, or to these you can say that these three signals indicating you that the business is in the profitability area, right? So the yellow signals says you about, right? Like in the traffic signal, the yellow signal says you the caution. You have to hold that, wait and see, right? So the yellow signal basically called as, or it says you the wait and see, right? You have to maybe hold the strategy. Means in the yellow area, you may go to follow the proceed with caution strategy, hold strategies, right? Here you have to wait. Here you have to wait about the market. Here you have to wait about the business scenario. Here you have to wait about your competitors, what they are doing, then you will follow that. And these three are basically called as holding strategies. The yellow signal says that you must be cautious, you must hold what do you have, and you must focus on, don't try to expand. In the yellow signal, you can never expand, but in the yellow signal, it is indicating you, whatever you have, just hold that. Then harvesting. The season of harvesting is there in the season in the month of April. The harvesting says that just cut down your units, nothing else. The harvesting means cut down, shut down those units which are not profitable, or harvesting says you that if you are facing any of the problem regarding your investments, regarding your business strength, regarding the industry readiness, so what you have to do, now there is a question mark for the government. Immediately you have to focus on that area. So you can say that the GE9 matrix cell is basically, these are the 9 cells which are divided into 2 dimensions, that is market attractiveness versus business unit strength. And again there are some signals. We can say that the green signal is the most positive or healthy signal for the business, which indicating you to grow, to diversify, to expand. The yellow signal indicating you wait, see and hold the caution strategy. Harvesting signal says you about the cut down. Next slide please. Yes, now let's move to this slide. I think this slide need to be focused later on. Just move to the next slide. Yes, this is the business strength. It can be high, medium or low. It can be strong, average or weak. We can say that. And then we can write it as strong. It's average or it is weak. As I have told you, the strength is your capability. Can be high, can be low, or it can be weak. Or your industrial attractiveness means your profitability, growth of the market. It can be high, it can be medium, or it can be low. But before going into the deep analysis of this 9-cell matrix, we must get it or understand what are the factors basically which are affecting the industrial attractiveness and what are the factors which are affecting the business strength. Move to the next slide please. Yes. So these are the factors which are affecting the market attractiveness, or we can say that industrial effectiveness. It is it's very simple, you can say it's the market size and your growth rate. The size of the market is regarding either the market is depends upon your segmentation. Either your market is niche market or it is expandable market, or the growth rate. The most important word which is used in the industrial attractiveness is your rate of growth, right? It's calculated the percentage, the financial term, the ratio analysis, some of the terms are used, and industry profit margin. Sometimes there are many of the products in which the industrial profit margin is high, and some of course their profit margin is quite low. But this is not a topic to get into deep about what are the profit margins actually. What is the, we must understand that this is the industry profit margin. It says you it can be high or it can be low, or it can be okay kind of what's your cost. It's just keeping maintaining your fixed cost, right? So intensity of competition, how competitive environment is there. The intensity of competition is when something is there, they are measured. So the competition is measured in the word intensity. It can be high competition, it can be very low kind of competition, where the low kind of competition says that in which the products are compared not on the basis of quality, they are compared on the basis of their prices. So intensity of competition should be high one, it should not be low one. High competition intensity says that the competition is high, means there are chances for you to grow, to compete with your competitor on the basis of quality, not on the basis of your prices only, right? The competition with your washing powders, your Surf, Rin, and your many of these ranges of the detergent powders. Then seasonality. Many times or maybe sometimes some of the products, some of the product lines and products depends upon the seasonality, among the weather conditions and all that. Then the most important for you is to understand the product life cycle. I think it's need not to explain what is the life cycle of the product. It can be introductory stage. Sometimes some companies are new in the market, new for the customer, but maybe new in the market, but with the existing product lines or whatever. So product life cycle says either you are in the introductory stage, it means you have come in the market the few months gone up, and you are in the introductory stage or growing stage, means now 5 or 6 years have spent in the market, now you are growing in the market, growth, right? Then it comes to the point maturity. This is the most crucial point for the business if they are in the mature line. This is the line for the product life cycle, which means that you are introductory, you are growing, but this is the stage which says that you are mature one in the market. Means market is saturated now. The market is here. You need to maintain your competitive edge in the market. Here you have to gain the competitive advantage. I think everyone should know familiar with the concept of competitive advantage. Competitive advantage means every product is performing on the same platform. Every product A, B, C, D, everything is good. Company product A, another company product B, another company product C, they are performing very well. But only A is having the high market share. It means the company A is gaining strength in the market. Yeah? For example, if we say the Maruti Swift Desire, the Maruti Simple Swift, they are gaining higher market share in the market. Why? Because of their fuel efficiency, right? Not only because of the market scenario that people prefer to have a Maruti brand in India because they see that this is a feasible brand. Not only that, but the thing we can see that they are earning the competitive advantage because of their only one thing they are leading in the market. The thing is fuel efficiency. Their product is very fuel efficient, so that Indian people prefer to have that Maruti instead of having the Hyundai, instead of having the I can say that Hyundai, they are having the already market very good edge in the market. But if we have compared to Maruti in India, especially the Maruti is having the maximum market share as compared to many of the brands available in the automobile industry. So this is a competitive advantage which is gained by Maruti in India. That is a fuel efficiency. We can say that. Then maturity is there. Then if you are unable to hand the position at the maturity level, then you will, what happens? You will fall down. Nothing else. You can do nothing. If this stage comes, this is the most crucial, most cautious stage for the company to handle. If they are unable to handle, definitely you will get fall down. Then economies of scale. Economies of scale says that the cost advantage which you are earning through your output. The cost advantage. The cost advantage is that your cost is like minimum, your output is high, no doubt your profitability will be higher in the market. Then technology. Technology is that point which is the most crucial point in today's business, especially in electronics or in automobile sector. Technology is the most crucial point to be understood. Then these are all other external environment factors which you can say this is a social environment needs to study. If you are focusing only niche market India, so you need to understand what are the social factors which are affecting your industry, affecting your market. What are the environmental conditions which are putting pressure on your product lines? What are the legal factors and human factors? It can be demographic factors, it can be supply related factors, it can be market related factors. It can be demand related factors. We can say these all are the factors which are putting a great pressure on your business, which you can say that pest. You know, all external environmental threats which are imposing threats or maybe imposing opportunities for you. It is must for the business to get. These are the factors in the market attractiveness and the market rivalry. You cannot, you can say cannot ignore your competitors. Rivalry can be your substitutes. Rivalry can be your competitors. You cannot skip that. This is the most important to study. If you are new in the market, first you have to study not only what you have to manufacture. You have to study what you are manufacturing. What are the competitors of that? Okay. Either maybe your existing competitors. Either it may be your new competitors which are going to be adding in your list, right? These are the market rivalries which are creating threat or opportunities for the business through the substitute goods. We need to focus on that. Move to the next slide, please. Now, these are the factors which are affecting your strength of the business. I think there is need not to explain what is the strength. Strength says that your capability. Strength says that your core competency, by which you can lead in the market simply. This is a relative product market share. You need not to explain what's the market share. If your product is gaining profitability, product is in the high demand, no doubt your market share. And it also depends upon your market segments, where you are leading. Your market segment is very high, your profitability is very high, your growth is very high, so no doubt your market share must be very high. It is judged on that basis. Then ability to compete on price and quality. How much able you are so that you can compete your competitors on the basis of quality. This is your core strength. If you are capable enough to compete your competitor on the basis of quality, nothing you require in the market. This is the most important point, that you are leading on the basis of quality, nothing else. Then competitive strength and weaknesses. You must evaluate. First, you must evaluate where you are standing within your organization. Here you can say the competitive strength and weaknesses can be analyzed on the basis of your SWOT analysis: strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threat analysis. Then caliber of management. This is the most important point. Caliber of management. Every decision which is taken by the decision makers depends upon the caliber of management. Either they are risk takers or they are risk movers, risk hiders. They are ready to take the risk or they are risk averters. They are not ready to take the risk because they are following the yellow signal, means caution strategy. Now it's very difficult for the decision makers to move further because there is a risk. The risk is regarding, the word risk means what you have thought and what you have got. There is a difference in that. You are earning some losses. This is a risk for the business. So caliber of management says that either you are a risk taker or either you are a risk avoider. And the most important is how knowledgeable, how experienced the management personnel are. And the most important thing which is to be analyzed in the management is their decision making skills. Not only knowledgeable, not only experienced, but the thing is how prominent, how frequently, and if there is some problem, you are taking the decision immediately. This is the caliber of management, you can say. If the problem is faced earlier in the back few years, but the decision is taken now, not too late. This is the caliber of management. If you are taking decisions too late, so this is the question mark on your decision making skills, that you are too late to take the decision. R&D performance. R&D performance says that research and development, your inner core strength. How much capable you are funding your research and development so as to grow in the market. Research and development says that how much capable you are to go for the further. You can say you see the new models, new electronic models, new automobile models are there. Every time they are ready to expand, like Samsung, the Micromax, they are having a heavy competition with the Apple, you can say. They are ready to expose their new technology. It's because of this R&D. You can see the R&D examples in the medicine, the pharmaceutical. There are heavy multi-unit. They are spending heavy expenses or investments in their R&D department. Then promotional effectiveness. This is also very important. Not only important that you are making a high quality product, your caliber is very high in decision making, but it is equally important what you are doing to promote your product lines. Production capacity. It's very easy point that first you have to understand what is your capacity of the production, so that it should be ideal one. There should not be balanced plant capacity. It should not be overload. It should not be underload. It must be balanced. Right? Then brand image. It's must to see what is your image in the market regarding your brand, regarding the name of the company, what product. You must focus on what is your image in the eyes of the customer. How do you think? Means how do they? Why should they prefer your brand? It's brand image. They say that where you are standing in the eyes of the customer, how you should position yourselves, right, in the eyes of the customer. Then move to the earlier slide. So again come to the this 9 matrix model. We have now understood the points, the factors which are affecting the market effectiveness. Now we have understood the factors which are affecting your strength of the business. Now we have to plot, now we have to plot your products. We must understand first the application of this model. The application of this model is on 5 areas, right? The 5 areas are, it may be your product, it may be your product lines, it may be your market segmentation, it may be your business sector, or it may be your business unit. These are the 5 areas which you can plot your, in the 9-matrix cell. It can be your business unit, business sector, it can be your product line, or it can be your market segmentation. Means the application of this model says that not only you can prioritize your investment, not only you can develop the market, there are chances to grow to further or to higher. It also applies that where you can apply. It can be applied at any levels of the organization. There are no limitations. You can apply this model at any level, right? But on these 5 levels, it's important to apply. So now we have understood these, factors. Now we'll come to the point. This is the, you can see that here the industry attractiveness is very high and the business unit strength is also very high. No doubt, this is the most, hit, very positive situation for the business. Grow, penetrate. You can blast. You are creating a blast in the market. You are doing very well in the market. No doubt, no questions are there. You are growing. Means here you are seeking for dominance. Got it? Seek dominance. Means here you are focusing on, here your position is very dominant in the market because of your high investments. So the advisable, so you can say that the products of the company which are lying in this area, they are blasting in the market. They are doing very well in the market. These products, the products of the company are, which are lying in this area, they are the stars of the market, right? So there are the chances where you can focus on the high investment. This is the area you can focus for the high investment. This is the area of the products of the company where you can need, or you can have the, you can gain, or you can enjoy the support of the financial management, means the financial staff, and you can suppose you can enjoy the benefits of the general management because they are very happy because your products are in the district. Because here your strength is very high, means there are no questions on your capability and there are no questions regarding your profitability. So you are doing very well in the market. The thing for you to concentrate on this strategy is, here you can go to for the strategy growth, investments high, expansion, diversification, etc. Then come to the next cell which says you that business strength is medium, right? But the industrial attractiveness is very high. This is also a very healthy point, because I have said you earlier that where you are and where you want to be, if there is a gap, it means there are chances to grow, right? The same thing here. No doubt, it's not negative that if your business strength is medium, it does not mean that you are not doing well in the market. It means that, see here, the industrial attractiveness is high, right? So it says you that your profitability is high, your growth of market is high, your market share is high. No doubt your product is average. Still, you are gaining high profitability in the market. This is a very positive point, right? Where your product is average, but still your attractiveness is very high, right? So this is a very important point to consider. So what you have to focus on that area. The McKinsey, the GE cell says that here invest for growth. Here there are the chances for you. Invest up to what extent you can invest, because here the chances are you for to grow, because the main, if they are medium, so you have to focus on high strength and you have to focus on your low down your weak points. Got it? So in this strategy, in this cell, you have to focus on expansion, growth, or diversification strategy. Here you have to focus on your strength, your weaknesses. Weakness should be lower down, your strength should be high down, and must focus on the, no doubt, on the investments. Should go high, because this is a very positive point where you are standing in the market. Then again the third block of green signal says that your strength is no doubt very high, right? But you are losing your industrial attractiveness. Got it? Here you are losing your market attraction. Here you are losing your simply market share. Here losing your growth. Here losing your profits in the market. because of n number of reasons. Because we have discussed earlier, there are n number of reasons which are creating the industrial effectiveness. You are losing in the market, maybe n number of reasons. The best strategic analysis is that who can or who is capable to analyze one of the reasons which is best suitable for you why you are gaining or losing your market share. So here the strategy which is followed is called as selective harvest or investment. Selective harvest says that, simply I can explain you this way. Your product is in the maturity stage, right? You are on the maturity area, and it's very much important for the company to maintain their competitive edge in the market. Got it? Competitive edge says that here you have to follow the strategy. You can say that the most important strategy is used in the strategic management is concentration. The concentration strategy says that focus on your resources. What do you have? Do not try to expand, and do not even try to harvest. Whatever you have, focus on that areas. So the selective, sometimes we can say that selective harvest. Selective harvest says that you may go to shut down some of your areas, some of your you can say that there are many lines of the product. You can go to shut down some of your products in your particular line, but it's very premature to say that. We cannot say that this is a very premature stage. You cannot say that this is the best stage for you to harvest your business. No, this is a premature stage. Just wait for the business. Just wait for the market. Just wait for the industrial effectiveness. Here, this is not a negative point. Here you are in the you are losing your attractiveness. But if the best strategic analyst have find out your one of the reasons why you are losing attractiveness, you can improve upon that. It's very premature to say that selective harvest, in my opinion. It's very premature to say, because this is not a stage for the business to harvest, right? So here, what you can focus on only on your concentration strategies. It means that focus on those resources. What do you have? Just focus on that. Now come to the yellow signal cells. The yellow signal cell says that selective investment or divestment. Now this is a very crucial, here you can see that your business strength is very low and your attractiveness is very high. This is a very positive point on the part of attractiveness and very negative point on the part of the business. Means you are not capable. Your inner strength is not capable to compete in the market, although your share is high. Why your share is high? It may be because of other units. Sometimes the business is gaining. I can explain this model with the help of Maruti products. Sometimes the company is gaining high market share, but because of some other products, right? So here it may happen that your attractiveness is very high, but your particular product is very weak in the market, very, very weak in the market. So what you have to focus on, the word is selective investment. Right? Selective investment says that select your areas where you are not doing well, select your units, select your products which are losing the strength in the market, focus on that. So the best you can say the strategy to be followed in this area is niche market. Go for the niche market and try to improve your strength in the market. And now the question is how you can improve your strength. This is very questionable, because you can only improve your strength. It needs cost, it needs finance. So one thing the business can do, I have told you, like the business units, you can gain the money, you can gain the cash flow from other units. Got it? Here, what the business can do, here from the one business unit which are running high in the market, cash profits from that units, and invest the profits on that unit which are losing its strength in the market. Getting my point? This is the niche market. You can focus on the niche market, or try to invest to improve your strength by enjoying the funds from the other units, from the other businesses of the same company. Then again the yellow signal, here we have to move in this way because it's easier for you to understand. Segment and selective investment says that you are losing your market share, losing your attractiveness, but your product is also very weak. Here, no doubt, you have to quit from the market. But that quit, it should be segment and selective investment. Segment and selective investment says that if you are able to improve your strength, so it's okay, right? It means that you have to follow strategy whole. Quit is, it's very earlier to say. So segment and selective investment says that what you can do. Here what you can do is, you can improve your market segments by creating the selective segments. Here the company can go for creative segmentation. Here the company go for different markets. Here the company can go for to develop the different market areas, because you are losing your not only strength in the market, you are losing your attractiveness in the market, right? Then harvest for cash generation. No doubt, this is a positive point on the part of the business. Your strength is very high, means you are doing, in your opinion, your product is very high, but it is losing the market attractiveness. You have to, this is a questionable. This is the questionable for the company what to do, right? Here what you can do is, you can utilize the profits from the other units and keep funding on this area, right? Here you can also go for the niche market or new market or creative market segmentation. Now come to these 3 points. These 3 points are saying that, now come to this, controlled exit or dismanagement. This is saying that you are losing your market attractiveness and the product is very, very low. It's having very high weak points, right? So here nothing should be done. Here if you are putting high investment, it can be very disastrous. Same happens with this. There are no chances for putting high investment at this area. It will be very much disastrous for the company if you are funding very high there. It is very disastrous. Or if in this stage you are lying, if the products of the company are lying in this stage, the advisable for the company is to go for the controlled exit or divestment. Just shut down your unit, nothing else. Why? Because if you are putting high, because low. If you are going from low to high, first it needs investment. And if you are putting high investment, you are losing your market attractiveness. So it can be very risky. The best decision for the company, for if the products are lying in this area, go for the controlled exit, nothing else. If this area, now the word is low, it means you have lost your market attractiveness. It is also not advisable to move further with the same line of products or same products. Just go for the shutdown. Rapid exit. The word is rapid exit. Why I put on the rapid exit says that strength is no doubt 0. Your market share, you have lost your identity, your products, not you means the company, not your company has lost, and their products have lost their identity in the market, they have lost their attractiveness, so it is best advisable for the company to set back, to shut down their units. Now move to the next slide please. Now I have plotted the models, the products of the Maruti company in these 9 cells, so that it may be easier for the candidates to understand them. So knowing the SWIFT model, it is doing well in the market. No doubt the strength is high. The market share, the profitability rate of return is also high. Medium says that there are the chances for the company to move further by keeping pressure on the investment, high investment, and by keeping pressure on the plants layout. The SWIFT Dzire is keeping on that area. It means there are the chances for the company to grow, to move further. This is a healthy point for the company. And Alto, the company said that they have, up to what extent they have to put on, they have done their all the things to keep on its high strength, but they are losing their they are losing their market attractiveness. Maybe of any one of the reasons. Maybe the product is on the maturity stage. Maybe because of the customer demand, and many of the reasons which we have discussed earlier. Now come to this area, WagonR. The WagonR now is in the very low strength because the company is putting pressure on SWIFT Dzire, SWIFT, and Alto, so that they are not focusing on the area of WagonR. So this is in this area where the market readiness no doubt high. It means people are ready to buy, but the company is not focusing on the WagonR. Why? Because they are promoting their brand Swift Desire, Swift or Alto. Then we move to the next point, SX4. It's a flop product in the market, no doubt. SS4, many, few people prefer to have this SS4 because the industrial attractiveness is very medium, very low. And although the strength of the product is very medium in the market, so it is keeping on with this, cell. Then A star. Company is saying that they are doing well regarding the A star, but the product A star have lost its identity in the market. The product A star is, have lost its attractiveness because of n number of reasons, because of competitors. Because at this stage A star, there are many of the competitors of the A star. The Hyundai models are there, the Niasa, the Nissan Micra is there, the Toyota models are there. So, then Baleno, Versa and Omni, they are also flop models of the Maruti because they have lost their attractiveness in the market. They are the flop in the market. So we can put on these cells the Versa, the Baleno, the Omni. It is best for the company to shut down the products Baleno, Omni and Versa. So after that we can say that the GE9 matrix cell is applicable on these 5 segments: the product lines, the business unit, the business sector and the market segmentation. And no doubt the model is very helpful for the company so as to know where they have to prioritize their investments, where they have to develop their market, and where they have or where there are the chances for the company to grow or to shut down or to move back. So we have done this GE9 matrix cell, and these are the 9 plots where we can put the products, or where we can not put the products, the product lines and the different models or segments also. We can analyze on the GE9 matrix cell the segments of the company, the products of the company and the business sector. Even business units can be analyzed on these 9 cells. Thank you. Okay. Now in this lecture we have discussed about the historical background of the General Electric model. We have discussed about the importance and the applicability of the model, where the model is applicable, and we have discussed about what are the factors, what are the dimensions of the model, and what are the factors or attributes which are affecting those dimensions, like what are factors which are affecting the market effectiveness and what are the factors which are affecting your business strength. We have discussed about these 2 dimensions. And in the next lecture, we will discuss about what is the GE9 matrix cell and how we can plot the different products, the different segments of the market on these 9 cells of the GE9 matrix cell. Thank you. Now in the earlier lecture, we have discussed about what are the factors which are affecting the GE9 matrix cell, the 2 dimensions. Good morning. Now the today's topic for the presentation is GE9 matrix cell. As in the earlier lecture, I have discussed about the factors which are affecting the 2 dimensions of the model, the historical background of the model, how the model was originated in the market, and the applicability of the model, the objectives and the advantages of the model we have done in the earlier lecture. And in this lecture, we will just focus on about the model GE9 matrix cell and how we can plot the different units, different businesses, the different products, the different segments of the company on these cells of the GE9 matrix.